Yeah, I was pretty nervous. As I said, probably not as nervous as I should have been, but it's such an intimidating atmosphere to argue before the Supreme Court, particularly for the first time. I think it was especially intimidating for me to be appearing in front of my former boss, Justice Scalia, because he had a reputation for being particularly hard on his former clerks, perhaps on the theory that if we had survived a year in chambers, that he could be tough on us at oral argument and we'd be able to handle it. And so I just remember going into the courtroom and just feeling that feeling of being sick to my stomach. And I must have looked that way because I was handling a criminal case, and the deputy solicitor general in charge of criminal cases, Michael Dreeben, was sitting with me at counsel table. And at one point, he leaned over to me and said, "Kannon, if you're going to throw up on opposing counsel and not on me," which I think is still good career advice. If you're going to throw up on somebody, throw up on the other guy. But I somehow got through the experience. And I'll tell you, after
Yeah.
that first argument, I've never felt that same sort of sense of just gut churning nervousness in the Supreme Court. I think
Yeah.
the difference between a first argument and a second argument is enormous, because once you've done it and you've gotten through it, I think you have the confidence that you're going to be able to do it again.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's probably like, your first at bat in the major leagues. I'm sure everybody remembers it. It's you get your first time, and then after that, it's kind of like you got your sea legs and you get in the batter's box. Again, it doesn't feel quite the same. Do you recall? Did you win that case?
Yes, we did. And
Nice.
I think in large part that was because there was a bit of a tradition that they would give lawyers from the Solicitor General's office for their first argument, either an argument that they couldn't win or an argument that they couldn't lose. And I think that one was in the latter category.